Hello, hello, and welcome to Working Towards Wellness. My name is Kim Zoltan, and I am the owner of Creating Legacy Wellness, and I'm so excited to have two people that you may have seen in the past. I've got Johnny and Helga here, and I'm going to have them introduce themselves shortly, and we are going to be having this dynamic video on how to get you moving just where you're at, starting just where you're at. So let me go ahead and welcome Johnny and Helga.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Thank you. I'm fine. The sun is shining. My heart is open, and life is going on. And as we see, hopefully the crisis or the pandemic is almost over, and this is the reason why we are back, and would like to give you and all the who was watching this video something new to help going on in the life. And yeah, if we can help the people, that would be great to start again, to put the life, the meaning of life and the quality of life on another level.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. And can you just tell the audience who may not have seen the previous video just a little bit about you and your background and why you're here with us today?
Yeah, I always let's start together. We are from Hungary. We have many years experiences in sports and dealing with working with people. I'm a long distance triathlete with many podium finishes, and I'm a triathlon and ironman coach. So making a better people is one of my most important job, and give them a quality life as well. And yeah, Helga's part is from the workplace, and she will talk about it now. Yeah.
Great, thank you. Well, thank you so much. And Helga, I'm so excited to have you here as well, and love for you to share a little bit about yourself for the audience to learn more.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Just a short story about myself. I have more than 15 years of experience in facility management, which is about making employer his life better at the workplace. I'm also a well-being professional. I have several degrees and certifications in facility management and in well-being. I'm also passionate about sports. I used to play volleyball for 14 years, running half marathons, and I have most recently started doing stand-up paddling, which is a great, great sport. Yes, and as Johnny has mentioned, we have a mission which is called Health is Wealth, and in this we are about to find a mission where we can give guidance and trainings and coaching to people about finding balance between life, sports, and work.
Woohoo! That sounds awesome. I love it. I'm so excited. This is going to be a dynamic, video that everyone is watching, and I'm just so excited to have you two here. So Johnny, I'd love for you to introduce the clip that you've created, and then after that video, we will hear safety tips from Helga. But first, Johnny.
We created a simple video, easy to use, anytime, everywhere, as we heard it before in some other movie. And I think this greatness in this video, if I can say that, it's as I told you, it's very simple, and you can take it everywhere, even at the workplace, and it's a little bit of progression in every exercise, and I say it promote that you can do it alone, at home with your colleagues. So there's no stepping back. And hopefully it helps, and we are keen to have feedbacks from around the world if anybody is doing it, because we're doing constant progress in our knowledge and trying to find what is really useful for people, and hopefully this video will be too. Yeah.
Absolutely. Alrighty. Well, then we're going to go ahead and play that portion that you created. And so everybody, after that video, stay tuned because we will be back with Helga on safety tips.
Instead of thinking of a big change in your life from one day to another, just move towards a more and more active lifestyle. I always say, look for the solution, not the excuses. It means that we suggest that you organize your days in a way that at least one training fits into it. Be creative to be active. As Theodore Roosevelt once said, do what you can with what you have where you are. So let's see. I would say some entry-level exercises which you can carry out in the office. It was easy, isn't it? But now, let's see some exercises which can truly energize your body during your working hours. I always recommend to do some stretching exercise first to reduce muscle stiffness and raise your blood circulation a bit.
Alrighty, well, we are back. So excited. Hope you enjoyed that video and were able to learn some new tips. And obviously you can take that video on the go. And now we are going to talk to Helga about some safety tips when you're incorporating movement.
Yes, thank you very much. So safety is the first, both at the workplace and at life and when you are doing sports. So what I have done is that based on my previous work experience, life experience, and on my sports movement, I have collected 5 points which will help you to focus on your safety and be on the safe side when you are doing any sport. So the first one is a kind of self-check. And within this, I have collected 4 points. So one of them is before doing any physical activities, I would suggest that you do proper, I mean, not you, but go to the doctor and do a proper medical checkup. Check whether you have any illnesses, sicknesses, whatever. So how is your medical condition? It needs to be checked before doing any physical activity. The second one is, I think, about the mental readiness, is to find your higher purpose. This is something we were talking about in the previous video. So it's important to define that, because if you have that higher purpose, you will be more passionate about doing sports and you will feel more motivated by doing any sport. The third one within this first point is the clothing. So check your clothing, whether it is safe, your shoes, whether it is ready for the weather. So if it is cold, of course you properly dress up for that. And the fourth one is just the checking your actual feeling. Have you slept enough? Are you ready? It's just a general overall check. So I would say this is the first point. For the second point, I would say is that if you are using any equipment, check that equipment. So if you are cycling or if you are using any step pads or anything, check if all parts, everything is installed, everything is there, everything is safe for using that. The third one is about checking your environment. So if you are doing any exercises in the office or at home, check if there are any flowers, anything on the shelf that you can hit. And that's one thing that you hit, for example, a plant, flower or anything, but you can not only hit that one and damage that as well, but you can damage yourself as well. So the third point is to check your environment and be safe on that side. The fourth one is checking your wider environment. So when you go outside, make sure that you check the weather forecast, especially if you are doing any sports on the water, or if you are going a bit far away, you are cycling. So if there are any showers or thunderstorms coming, check it. Also, make sure that you check, for example, the pavement if you are running. And referring, for example, to the first point, when you are checking your actual condition, have you slept enough? Once it happened to me that I was sleepy when I went for running, and there were certain bumps on the pavement, so it was damaged, and I had such a big fall that I can actually remember the part when I was flying. Finally nothing happened. I just hurt a little bit my hand, but nothing serious happened. But this is just to be on the safe side. So check yourself and check your environment, how it can impact you to be on the safe side. And the last one, the fifth point that I thought of, is actually consists of 4 points. One of them is coming from my workplace experience. So check the likelihood of happening of any risks. So think of yourself, what has happened in the past? Are you a kind of person who always hits something, or it can happen? Or just check the likelihood and think of your past experience. Maybe you can check the internet for things what could happen or could go wrong in your environment. The second point within this last point is the severity of the risk that could happen. So how serious it could be if anything happens to you, and that way it might help you to prepare for anything and make sure that you are on the safe side. The third point within this last point is who to be informed. So if you are my advice would be that whenever you are doing sports, try to do it in teams or pairs, because then at that time you can make sure that you are making sure that both of you are safe and the team is. So if anybody needs help, you can help out. But if you go out and do sports alone, just make sure that you inform somebody that how long you're gonna be away and how far you are going away. So at least there will be one person who knows when to expect you, and if there are any issues, where to go and where to look for you. And the last point, the very last point, is what to take with you. So take with you any safety equipment. So if you are cycling, take with you any high visibility vest, or your mobile, so anything that can track you where you are, or you can ask for help when you need. So, so good luck, everybody. I hope that I could help with these points, and don't forget that safety is first. Whatever you are doing, it's not just about in sports, but in life and at the workplace as well.
Well, yes, absolutely. So thank you so much for that. Because yeah, I feel like we could have just an hour conversation about safety. I kept thinking when you were talking about the flower and the plant, I kept thinking, oh my gosh, that would be me. I'd be doing like boom, and then there goes the plant, and I'd whack my colleague in the head with the side effect of the of hitting that. So definitely important to take it, advantage to what Helga just shared, and just kind of assessing your space and really making sure you're setting yourself up for success. Well, I want to thank both of you for being here and for all that you do to help create and promote wellness globally, which I think is just so fantastic and exciting. And any last items that either of you would like to share before we bring this to a close?
Thank you for the possibility. And just one last word, progress, not perfection. Yeah. Just keep it in mind.
I love that. And Helga, anything from you?
I would say safety first, just connecting to this interview. And my last two words would be well. Be well-being word. So be well.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today, and look forward to hearing all the stories from everyone out there who's being well. And please, as Johnny had asked earlier, please share your comments and feedback about the video, about the exercise routine, and how you're incorporating movement these days. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.